Welcome to the first episode of Real Talk Fantasy. I'm your host, Connor Klapperick, and with March Madness wrapping up last month and the NFL season right around the corner, there is plenty to talk about. First, let's step back and take a moment to recognize just how much fantasy sports and sports culture has evolved in the digital era. Gone are the days of gathering in someone's living room with paper cheat sheets in hand for a live draft. Today, digital platforms let you join a league, draft a team, and compete, all from your phone or laptop. All you need is an internet connection. Take March Madness, for example. The digitalization of the tournament has completely changed how people participate. With bracket apps by CBS, Yahoo, and ESPN, it's never been easier to fill out a bracket. My grandma even joined my family's bracket challenge this year. Sure, I helped her download the ESPN Tournament Challenge app, but she made all of her picks herself. This just shows how accessible it's become. With real-time injury updates, win probabilities, and team stats at your fingertips, anyone can educate themselves and make informed picks. This accessibility has revolutionized more than just March Madness. It's transformed fantasy leagues in general. In the past, keeping in touch with friends meant planning in-person get-togethers. Now, a few taps on the screen and you're right back in the conversation. Fantasy leagues offer a reason to stay connected, maintain relationships, and share a common interest, even across long distances. And these connections matter. Studies by the American Psychological Association show that most people meet their closest friends in high school, but only a quarter of these friendships last into adulthood. Life simply gets in the way. But maintaining these bonds, that's linked to a more fulfilling life and better mental health. Fantasy leagues offer an easy, enjoyable way to nurture these friendships. And the way we communicate has shifted too. Group chats, whether in the app itself, on Snapchat, or through texting, have become the new fantasy league clubhouse. These digital spaces let people talk trash, negotiate trades, and analyze moves in real time. It's social, fun, and constant. But it's not just the conversations that have changed. It's how people play the game too. As digital platforms have become more advanced, so has the way participants engage with fantasy sports. The game has evolved from a casual pastime into a more strategic and informed experience. Fantasy goers today are investing more time in their picks. It's no longer about grabbing your favorite player and hoping for the best. Now it's about researching underdogs, checking injury reports, analyzing trends, and understanding advanced stats. That kind of data is now readily available, making the game more inclusive than ever. Even casual fans, or in my instance grandparents, can dive in, learn, and compete alongside the most hardcore enthusiasts. And here's where it gets deeper. All that research builds emotional investment. The more time you spend learning about a player's story or a team's journey, the more connected you feel. Fans are no longer just watching games. They're cheering for players they know, respect, and relate to. That's a big reason why fantasy sports and events like March Madness are growing. People care more because they understand more. March Madness specifically has exploded in cultural significance. Even national news outlets that aren't sports-focused are covering it. With fans more informed and emotionally tied to teams and players, the event has become a major moment in American life. And it's not just fans who are benefiting. Sports media has seen a boom, thanks to large part to fantasy and betting. Shows, podcasts, and analysis networks are thriving. Gambling in particular has become a major economic driver. According to the American Gambling Association, in 2024 alone, Americans legally wagered $2.7 billion on March Madness, and in 2025, that number grew to $3.1 billion. You'll even see betting odds featured on mainstream outlets like SportsCenter. It's a clear sign how deeply integrated gambling and sports media have become. So what brings people into fantasy sports? For some, it's a chance for financial gain. For others, it's a way to stay connected, have fun, or feel that emotional high that only competition can bring. No matter the reason, the fantasy community is growing, and it's helping strengthen bonds between people who share a passion for the game. Fantasy leagues have so many benefits, and one of which is that they bring people together. So I'm asking whoever is listening to encourage all of your friends and family to participate in fantasy sports. An easy way to get them involved is by creating your own league and inviting your friends and family to join. Fantasy leagues help people stay in touch and strengthen relationships. And what's a happy life without friends and family? As the world continues to grow, so do the challenges. In our next episode, we'll take a closer look at the potential downsides of fantasy sports and betting culture, because every revolution comes with its complications. See you next time on Real Talk Fantasy.